Hello, you beautiful, beautiful people. Today we are jumping into spring, the final season for Series 17, to take on this week's FORZATHON challenges, Civic Duty. We'll also be checking out this week's FORZATHON shop and all the rewards available on this week's festival playlist. So if you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. Smash that like button, share the video with a friend. Without further ado, let's take on this week's FORZATHON challenges. So let's jump straight into this week's FORZATHON challenges Civic Duty, grabbing us 160 FORZATHON points and 5 points towards our festival playlist. Kicking things off with Chapter 1, EK9. Own and drive the 1997 Honda Civic Type R, the first Civic to receive the Type R treatment. And this is the car we're going to be using for this week's FORZATHON challenges, the 1997 Honda Civic Type R, just 25,000 credits from the auto show, so super cheap. I do have a tune available if you'd like to use it, Class A 800. Just search my gamer tag Skippy4631. Use the file name Skippy YouTube. Share codes for tunes are in the description and in the comments below. So once you've grabbed your 97 Honda Civic Type R, jump into free roam, drive 2 seconds down the road. EK9 complete. On to Chapter 2 then, Racing Spec. Being stripped of any unnecessary weight and receiving significant chassis and suspension improvements means the 1997 Honda Civic Type R is track ready. Prove it by winning 2 road circuit events. Before this chapter, let's go ahead and filter our map by road racing events only, and you're going to want to use a circuit race. Sprint races will not get this chapter complete. I'm going to be keeping it close to home, and I'm going to be using the Horizon Mexico circuit. As always, I've got you guys covered with a cheeky blueprint, and this week is no different. It's called FORZATHON Racing Spec Chapter 2. Just search my gamer tag Skippy4631 or use the share code 958068147. Now, as always, the driver type difficulty does not affect the races for the weekly FORZATHON challenges, as we do need to win 2 road racing events. There's no reason to make it any harder than it needs to be. I'm going to go novice. Right then, here we go. Race number 1 in the 1997 Honda Civic Type R. Now, my tune is front-wheel drive, so it is going to understeer a little bit, but it is heaps of fun to race. All I've got to do is keep it in first place and get that finish line. Coming up to the end of race number 1, that is across the line, first place. Coming up to the final corner and the final checkpoint for race number 2, firmly in the lead, that is across the line, first place. There it is, Racing Spec complete. On to Chapter 3, You Are a Natural. The 1997 Honda Civic Type R is fitted with a hand-ported B16B engine, producing an incredible 182 horsepower at 8,200 RPM, all by a naturally aspirated engine. Unleash this power by earning a hard charger skill. So, one of the best places to get a hard charger skill is here on the motorway, the road that runs through the centre of the map. Now, a hard charger skill is a burnout skill followed by a speed skill. Now, to get a burnout skill, hold the handbrake, hold the revs, do not let go of the throttle, keep that throttle planted, let go of the handbrake, and you'll grab a burnout skill into second gear, into third gear, and keep it planted all the way up to 150, where you're going to grab a speed skill. And shortly after, you'll also grab a hard charger skill. There it is, hard charger, you're a natural, complete. Now I'm going to be honest, that can be a little bit finicky getting that hard charger skill. It did take me 3 attempts, but nonetheless, we got it done. Moving on to Chapter 4 though, our final chapter for this week's FORZATHON challenges, Championship White. Often intimidated, but rarely matched. Capture the iconic JDM styling by taking a photo of the 1997 Honda Civic Type R. So, carrying on from Chapter 3, go ahead and push up on the D-pad or whatever button you have the camera mode set to. Bring the camera around, make sure you've got the Civic in frame. Press A to take a photo or RB to take a quick shot. Once you've taken your photo, that will be Chapter 4 complete. Now head back to free roam, and that'll be this week's FORZATHON challenges Civic Duty complete, grabbing 160 FORZATHON points and 5 points towards our spring hot season. Now let's head on over and check out this week's FORZATHON shop. Once again this week, 2 more auto show cars. The Lexus LFA 2010, 350 Forza points. That is actually really cheap. We've got the Duberti Toyota Tacoma TRD Performance Truck, 300 Forza points. Again, super cheap. We've got vanity items, announcer countdown car horn, and gold leather boots. 75 Forza points for each of these. And as always, any spare Forza points knocking around, grab yourselves a normal wheel spin for 60 Forza points. Or you can grab a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forza points. Both of these cars are actually super cheap, 350 Forza points or less, or you're looking at 500,000 credits at the auto shows. Just depends whether you want to spend Forza points or you want to spend credits. Now let's jump on over and check out this week's rewards. So for the spring hot season festive playlist, we've got 61 points up for grabs in total. For 20 of those points, we've got the Sports 865, a brand new car to Forza Horizon 5. And for 40 points, it's a pretty rare car, the Nissan Sentra. The notorious online trial this week has a Honda NSX R GT up for grabs. 2 event labs this week, 1 Super Bowl spin up for grabs, and 1 Driftacular Forza Link chat phrase. Playground Games makes an appearance, giving out the Nissan GTR 97. 2 PR stunts to complete this week, 1 Danger Sign giving out a Super Bowl spin, 1 Drift Zone also giving out 1 Super Bowl spin, and 2 seasonal championships, Fly the Coupe giving out the Subaru WRX 08, and Totally Toyota giving out the Mazda MX-5 16. Challenges this week, we are spoilt for choice. 1 Treasure Hunt Superman giving out 100 Forza points upon completion. 1 Photo Challenge Secret Honda Way giving out 2 Soon Junior Forza Link chat phrase. And finally, Horizon Open Tandem Drifting giving out the Sylvia 98. And for anyone with the Hot Wheels DLC, we've got a Speed Trap Hammer's Shadow giving out 1 Super Bowl spin. And we've got a Seasonal Championship Hot Pursuit giving out a clothing item, the Hot Wheels suit. But there we go, that's this week's Forza challenges, this week's Forza shop, and this week's playlist rewards. Any questions, please do hit me up in the comments. I'll always do my best to help you out. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, consider subscribing, smash the like button, share the video with a friend, stay safe, and have an awesome day.